Built in 1976, this beautiful edifice called the National Theatre holds a lot of fun memories that every Nigerian can relate to. When we talk about tourist attraction sites in Africa that have drawn spectators, lovers of arts and culture from around the world, this beauty makes a list of top 10 places to visit when you are in Nigeria. Now renamed as the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and the Creative Arts by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to honor the Nobel laureate on his 90th birthday, the construction of the National Theatre was started in 1973 by the military regime of General Yakubu Gowon and completed in 1976 during the military regime of Olusegun Obasanjo. The design of the National Theatre mirrors the Palace of Culture and Sports in Varna, Bulgaria, with the design coincidentally shaped to look like the late General Murtala Mohammed's military peaked hat. The theatre was built in preparation for the Festival of Arts and Culture Festac, which held in 1977. Festac 77 was hosted by Nigeria to set the tone for the cultural emancipation of Africa and create a platform for its legion of talented artists. However, this majestic structure over the last 4 decades looked to have lost its glory until recently that the Bankers Committee completed the restoration and upgrading of facilities at the National Theatre, Lagos. The renovation commenced in July 2021 following the approval by the federal government and the subsequent handover of the national edifice to the Bankers Committee.
I think the most important thing about a project like this is that you must have users.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Sterling Bank Group, representing Bankers Committee, Mr. Abubakar Suleiman, said the facilities were upgraded to match with the best standards of theatre and performance in the world.
We were shocked at the scale of the work that needed to be done, but we were also impressed by the possibility that it represented. As you've seen, this is one of the largest scale projects of this type anywhere on the continent, and the standard to which it has been restored is global. There is nothing here that is substandard, that is below what you see anywhere else in the world. And it's nice to be able to say to people around the world and to Nigerians, come here and see what we can do. This will inspire Nigerians to dream big.
As people applaud the renovation of the theatre, the recent renaming of this national heritage to honor Professor Wole Soyinka has drawn mixed reactions from Nigerians, as some feel it should retain its old name, while others are in support of the decision by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Wole Soyinka, which we all know, is a Nobel laureate, and he has done a lot of great things for the country. But on the personal note, I do not think that changing the name to National Art Theatre, it's actually right, because National Art Theatre has always been there, and the vision of the National Art Theatre is to represent the arts for Nigeria. Yes, Soyinka represents the arts one way or the other, but you should know that other things have happened here, other people have done things here, you understand, and the name National Art Theatre is more generic as a representation of the whole of Nigeria.
We were speaking about renaming the National Theatre, the Wole Soyinka Theatre, to honor him basically. I feel we need to push more of our national heroes out there, because looking at the world today, everybody that's on top was supported by their countries, and Nigeria, Africa as a whole, needs to do more of that.
As regards renaming the National Theatre, I feel to some extent there's good sides to it, and there's also some things that people might complain about. For people who have always known National Theatre as National Theatre, it's going to be weird having to call it someone's name. I don't know, to some extent, when it's named National Theatre, everybody feels like it's their own type of thing. But once you name it after someone, to some extent, kind of, there's a way it is. But yeah, but it's okay still, because I mean, it kind of brings a new market. Because people who don't really, we all know that National Theatre isn't really as used as it used to be. It's not as crazy as it used to be then. But yeah, at least now that there's a renaming, there's a way it kind of brings new people to the market. There's people that are going to come because they want to see what does this space offer. Okay, they've changed it. What's going on here this time around?
They say change is inevitable. While some people may be open to accept this new name, some would love to have it retain its old name. But regardless of the name you want to call it, one thing that doesn't change is the history this place embodies. With the new facelifts of the National Theatre, it's safe to say that the glory days of the theatre is coming back, thanks to the Bankers Committee for embarking on this project, which is also a restoration of our national culture and heritage. The renovation works covers different spaces, including the 4,000-seater main bowl, over 3,000-seater banquet hall, exhibition halls, cinemas, VIP spaces, actors' changing rooms, industrial kitchen, over 300 new toilet cubicles, clinic, fire station, lobbies within the 4 National Theatre entrances, and the extensive roof repairs, amongst others.
What has happened in the last 4.5 years, and the tour that we have seen today, is that we've brought back the whole glory, even in a bigger, in a better, in a more transformative form.
Praising the renovation, Lagos State Governor Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, in a statement, said, upon the completion, the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and the Creative Arts will not only be for arts, tourism and culture, but will also provide a venue for the international community to convene for conferences and enjoy world-class performances. Discussing this state-of-the-art structure will take days, weeks, and even months. All that is left to say is that as we await the reopening of this beauty that once brought us glory in the past, let's hope that this upgrade will bring back the glory days it once represented. Ikenna Kingsley, Onyekwelu, Arise News.